And the funny thing about my day is that this happens every single day. So my morning starts the same way every day. I get up, get my gym clothes on, so I have no excuses when it comes to working out. And then I make a concoction of apple cider vinegar or lemon, depending, hot water, and Himalayan salt. It's kind of nasty, but it's really good for your digestion. Then it's half an avocado before I turn on my phone and put it on airplane mode and do a 20-minute meditation. The kind of meditation I do is TM or transcendental, and I love it. Then I read my mantras and I am ready to hit the gym. All right, this is when my day really begins. So I haven't looked at my phone, any messages, emails, everything's on airplane mode. The first time that I check my phone is when I head into the gym. So I get on the treadmill and I check my Slack messages and I respond to anything that I need to while I'm moving, because entrepreneurs always complain that they don't have time to work out. This is like my little hack to get a good sweat on and get some ish done at the same time. It's 8:30. I am back from a good little workout, and now it's time to have my smoothie, get ready, and check my daily stats before we have our team meeting in about half an hour, so I gotta hurry up. I keep my vision board in my bathroom so that it's a constant reminder of what it is that I want to achieve, and you might notice this woman in the middle. I made this vision board long before I knew I was going to meet her, so pretty interesting how it turned out. I also have this on here, and I put this on here before we had even booked our trip to Italy, so I do believe in the power of seeing this on a daily basis and making it happen. You'll also see that I have Post-its all over my mirror, and it's because it constantly reminds me on a daily basis of what I want to achieve. All right, so this tends to happen to me quite often. I started doing my makeup and I was like, oh crap, I need to check the KPIs and the stats and the sales before I get on this meeting. And I do this every morning. It's part of my daily routine because I need to know what's going on before I talk to the team. So I was like, I need to do that first. So I often will meet with my team and I have a half face of makeup done, or truthfully, my team generally never sees me in makeup, but I have an interview this afternoon, so that's the only reason that I actually decided to put some effort in. But yeah, so I'm like halfway finished, but I gotta check stats before we get on this call. Just a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Right now, with the booking window being at 4 days, next week shouldn't be as flowchart or something that kind of shows what the follow-up sequence should be for the webinar to make sure that we're getting all of the intended communications in that funnel.
Everybody say hi!
Hi!
Meet the team. He's done. Now I need to actually finish doing my makeup and my hair. So I'm gonna quickly do that. And then I have a podcast interview to do. I also need to check in with my clients inside of our private communities. And I have some ads to write and some scripts to write. So gotta get this sorted real quick. I'm like the most minimal person when it comes to makeup. So I pretty much do the same thing every single day. I don't really get too fancy with it. I like easy when it comes to my makeup and when it comes to my hair. I know it works, and I stick to it. And I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to makeup. Although my mom was actually a professional makeup artist, and she taught me everything that I know from the time I was really little. So I somewhat know what I'm doing. Put on some highlighter, which honestly changes my life. Mascara, and we're good to go. So I recently started wearing my hair curly, and this is my natural curl, and I love it because I'm really, really minimal, and I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I don't like to spend a ton of time on what I look like. And so I love my curly hair because all I need to do is literally use a spray bottle. And I basically just like wet my hair every single day. Obviously wash it sometimes. But I learned that when you have curly hair particularly, you shouldn't be washing it every day. So I do this. I just wet it and it like activates the curls again. And we're good. Thanks for not telling me about this. I just noticed I have setting powder on my forehead. Okay, we are about to do a podcast interview with the lovely Julie. I'm so excited to do this. Do you want to tell everyone where they can find the podcast and check it out?
Hi, yes, you can Influencer Podcast. So iTunes, Stitcher, theinfluencerpodcast.com, all the places, all the things.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Let's do this. I was like, okay, now it's even crazier. And now I'm still a one-woman show. And what am I going to do? So then I started to hire a team and I launched a product so that I could serve more people. I created a course and it just grew super, super fast because my content was being discovered on a daily basis on YouTube. And now my passion in life is to create these success ripples where other entrepreneurs or other experts in their niche can leverage the power of that. So the podcast interview is done. It was a lot of fun. I think it comes out in October, so I'll keep you posted. And now I'm gonna eat something. And the funny thing about my day is that this happens every single day. So I time everything down to the minute. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I like knowing exactly what I need to do. And I've learned over the years that if I don't schedule in things like eating or taking a break or going for a little walk or meditating, I just won't do it. So I have literally gotten to a point in my life where like everything is written down on my little notepad. And it keeps me on track for the day. So everything from this morning when I like made the lemon water to meditating to fitness to meetings to the podcast interview to everything else, it's all in my notepad timed out to the minute. So if that would be interesting, I can make a video on that as well. All right, let's eat. Little time-saving hack. So I always recommend, if you are a busy person, prep your meals ahead of time. And I used to do this once a week, and I'd prep all my meals for the week ahead of time. I'd make like one big batch of something. There's a ton of videos on YouTube on how to do this, and they're awesome. And then I actually found a company in Vancouver that I could hire to do it, and it's pretty inexpensive, and they make me vegetarian, healthy meals, and the best part is they tell me how much protein, how much fat, and how much carbs are in each one. Not that I'm like a crazy person about tracking that, but it's helping me stay on track with my fitness goals. So, yummers, vegetarian dream, and I didn't have to think about it. So it just saves me time when it comes to cooking, because if I am left to my own devices when it comes to cooking, I will eat God knows what on a daily basis. And being busy and being a business owner, your health is important, so this helps me stay on track. Whenever I'm eating lunch, I try to stay off my computer or my phone because I find it's not really healthy to like try and work while eating, because then I just like don't eat. So I read, and I'm reading this book right now. It's not a business book. It's called All We Ever Wanted, and I am flying through it. I don't know if anyone has read this, but I love Emily Giffin. I've read all of her books, and this book is so freaking good. Such a good summer read. Just totally puts you out of your mind and into this wild story that is fascinating and dramatic and exciting and all the things. So highly recommend it. Little quick change, and we are off to Thinkific headquarters to do an interview there. Peter's here. Hi, Peter. And we're gonna go capture some of the footage. and hopefully drop some knowledge.
It's incredible what you've been able to accomplish, like just starting from the beginning. It kind of sounds like you're coming full circle, like back to that just authenticity and being yourself.
Yeah.
But I'd love to hear if you had any challenges along the way, or if there was any like major setbacks and how you were able to overcome them.
Yes. How much time do we have? The interesting thing is, truthfully, I don't look at anything as a failure because I really do see failure as the best growth experience, and it really shows you who you are and how you're going to rise up from it. I've definitely had challenges, though. I think my first challenge was figuring out how the heck to manage the clients that I had at the time. Like, I was drowning. And also, one of my biggest clients around that same time had gone bankrupt, and I was like, I don't know how I'm actually going to pay rent or continue doing this. I'm working my face off, not really making enough money, and I might have to move back in with my parents. And I remember sitting down with my parents and telling them about this, and they were like, you have to understand that if you want something, you've always just done it and went for it, and you just got to focus. And that is a day in my life. It's interesting to do these because I know they're really popular on YouTube, and this is all kind of our like experimentation with content on YouTube and content on my channel because you're so used to seeing me doing tutorials. And it was really fun to film this, and how I thought about filming it was kind of like I was doing an Instagram story, but without actually putting it on Instagram, and instead it was gonna go on YouTube and get edited later. But I'm curious to know what you think. Did you enjoy this? Does my life seem more or less glamorous than you thought it was? I'm gonna go with less. It's pretty much the same every day. I like routine. I'm at home a lot. I work from home. My team's all virtual pretty much. So yeah, that's like a real deal day in my life. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, give it a like below. Give me some comments and let me know what other kind of content you want to see and what you took from this video, or if you thought it was enjoyable. And be sure to subscribe for new videos every week. We do Tip Tuesdays on Tuesdays with marketing and social media tutorials and business advice. And on Fridays, we have fun and do things like this. So let me know what you want to see more of. And I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye.